So the topic name is VLAN, Virtual Local Area Network. So VLAN is about Virtual Local Area Network. So we already know about LAN, right? LAN is nothing but Local Area Network. Network in a small geographical location is called as LAN. Network in a small geographical location is called as LAN. In a LAN, okay, we can connect multiple computers. We can communicate with each other. Local area network. For example, here, if you take a switch, so 29550 model switch here. If you open a switch here, we have multiple ports are available. So we can connect multiple systems so that they can able to make communicate with each other. So this is my switch here. The switch we can connect multiple PC so they can able to make communication with each other. Suppose for example here, if I have multiple PC me, I can connect it to the multiple port here, so I can able to communicate with each other. This is called as what? LAN connection, local area network. So we can connect multiple devices here to the multiple port. So this is called as what? LAN, local area network. Network in a small geographic location. This is called as LAN. But in college environment, okay, if I have systems like a student 1 here, student 1, okay, student 2, student 3, by default, if all the pieces are connected with student here, they can able to make communication with each other. If I have something, I can say student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, student 5, all students pieces are available. They can able to make communication with each other. But suppose for example, in this environment, okay, so here we can say here, in this example, here student 1 has been connected to FA0/1 port here, first port. Student 2 connected to second port here, HOD connected to third port here, class advisor connected to fourth port, principal connected to fifth port here, vice principal, okay, 10th port here, chairman 11th port, vice chairman 24th port. Okay, in this case, here I can say first two port here, student has been connected here. First two port students are connected. Third port and fourth port, HOD and class address has been connected here. Then we can say fifth port to 10th port, fifth port to 10th port. Okay, principal and team, completely principal and team. We can assume here we have multiple systems that has been connected. Okay, principal team has been connected here. And then finally we can say from this port, actually 11th port, 11th port to 24th port, okay, you can say chairman and team has been connected. So in this case, in a college environment, students can able to make communication only with the students. Okay, students can able to make communication only with the students here. HOD can able to make communication with the class advisor. Principal can able to make communication with the vice principal and team here. Chairman can able to make communication with the vice chairman and team. Why students cannot be able to communicate with HOD? They cannot be able to communicate, right? Similarly, why students cannot be able to communicate with principal? They cannot be able to communicate. Student cannot be able to communicate with chairman here. What is the reason here? Because all are connected in the same switch only, right? But they are not able to communicate with each other. Is there any reason here? The reason is here we have been configured with VLAN, Virtual Local Area Network. Here, what is VLAN is all about here? VLAN is nothing but grouping of ports. Here I can say that grouping of ports is called as VLAN here. Grouping of ports is called as VLAN. Okay, so when I say grouping here, students one group, HOD one group, principal group here, chairman group. So the system present in the one VLAN can communicate only with the system present in the same VLAN. System present in the one VLAN can communicate with the system present in the same VLAN. So we can see assume here VLAN 10. Okay, I can take VLAN. This is VLAN 10 here. This may be VLAN 20. Okay, this one is VLAN 20 here. VLAN 30 and VLAN 40. So we have multiple VLANs available here. VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 and VLAN 40. VLAN 40 here. So the system, say present one VLAN, can communicate only with the system present the same VLAN. System present one VLAN can communicate only with the system present the same VLAN. System present one VLAN cannot communicate with the system present available there in the different VLAN. Okay, system present one VLAN cannot communicate with the system present the different VLAN. They cannot able to communicate. Same VLAN they can communicate. Same VLAN they can communicate. But different VLAN they cannot communicate. Okay. For example, here we have multiple VLAN or almost 4 VLANs available. Okay, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 and VLAN 40. The system present one VLAN can communicate only with the system present same VLAN. So these two systems can able to communicate. Similarly here, system present one VLAN can communicate only with the system present the same VLAN. So these two systems will communicate. But here, what about here? Here also, system present one VLAN can communicate with the system present same VLAN because they are in the 30 VLAN. Here 40 VLAN. Which one is 40 VLAN? Chairman and vice chairman. They can able to communicate. But if you want to communicate from student PC to chairman PC or student PC to principal PC or student PC to HOD PC, I cannot able to communicate because they are in the different VLAN. So we understood the definition for VLAN here. VLAN is nothing but grouping of ports. VLAN is nothing but grouping of ports based on function or location. Based on function or location. So when I say location here, for example, I can assume here, okay, in a college environment, we have multiple departments available. EC department, they are having a LAN. CC department, IT department, they are having a LAN. Mechanical department, they are having a LAN. So when it comes to VLAN here HOD in EC department, okay, is available there in the VLAN 10. Similarly, HOD in IT department, here also available in the VLAN 10. HOD in CSC department, he is also available there in the VLAN 10. VLAN 10. Mechanical HOD also available there in the VLAN 10. So, for example, all the switches which is available there in the different department, they are all interconnected. Okay, but all the HOD are in the same VLAN. You can assume here they are in the VLAN 10. Okay, this is the VLAN 10 here, VLAN 10. Here also VLAN 10 here, VLAN 10, VLAN 10. This also here, this HOD also in VLAN 10. Here also in the VLAN 10. All are the VLAN 10. VLAN 10, VLAN 10, VLAN 10, VLAN 10. Now, all are in the VLAN 10, right? So they can be able to communicate because they are all in the VLAN 10. Even though they are in the different location also, but they are in the VLAN 10 only, right? So they can be able to communicate. That's what the definition is all about here. Grouping of ports based on function or location. It may be based on function. Okay, it may be function means what? It may be a student, a HOD, chairman, principal. It may be based on function, or it may be based on the location also. But if they are in the group, if they are in the same VLAN, okay, they can be able to communicate. Here, if when I say VLAN here, 1020, this is called as VLAN ID. VLAN ID. That is nothing but VLAN identifier. VLAN ID, VLAN identifier. So if they are in the same VLAN, they can communicate. If they are in the different VLAN, they cannot communicate. So that's what the definition is all about. The grouping of ports based on function or location is called as VLAN. The system present in one VLAN can communicate only with the system present in the same VLAN. System present in one VLAN cannot communicate with the system present in different VLAN. Same VLAN they can communicate, different VLAN they cannot communicate. Similarly, here we can say ports with the same VLAN, ports with the similar VLAN in a switch, they can communicate with each other. Ports with a different VLAN, in a switch, they cannot able to communicate because they are in the different VLAN, right? They cannot able to communicate. Okay, that is the difference between, okay, say whether they can communicate or they cannot communicate. Because if they are in the same VLAN, they can communicate. If they are in the different VLAN, they cannot communicate. So VLAN here, VLAN provide layer 1 and layer 2 security. Okay, there are a lot of advantage available there in the VLAN here. It provides security. Okay, because if a group is, if you form a group here, the system from the one VLAN, they can communicate with each other. Okay, so I can group it. Maybe I can say HOD separate group, chairman separate group, class head separate group. I can able to communicate here. Okay, so and also divide the broadcast into multiple multicast. Dividing the single broadcast into multicast here. So because we are creating multiple, okay, multiple broadcasts here. So initially, when it comes to VLAN here, all are in the same. Okay, when I go here, so if I connect multiple PC here, if I connect multiple PC here, okay, in a switch, multiple PC switch here, if I forward any packet here, okay, that means so if I broadcast, if I send any packet, it has been broadcast to all the ports available there in the switch here. Okay, so that means first time broadcasting, that is function of switch here. When I send any packet, it has been reaching all the other ports available here. But when it comes to VLAN here, okay, when it comes to VLAN, okay, the broadcast, what happened here? Okay, the broadcast has been divided here. So you can say multiple broadcasts. It create multiple broadcasts. If I forward any packet here, it will be available only in the particular VLAN only. If I forward any packet, it will be available there in the particular VLAN only. Here also, that means what? Dividing the broadcast domain. Okay, single broadcast domain has been created, divided into multiple broadcast domain. Okay, that is the other advantage of VLAN here. So apart from that, there are two types of VLAN available. Okay, two types of VLAN available. One is called as static VLAN. Another is called as dynamic VLAN. Static VLAN and dynamic VLAN. There are two types of VLAN available: static and dynamic. So what is static VLAN here? First thing in static VLAN, we have to create VLAN. Then we can assign ports to the VLAN. It's called a static VLAN. First thing, we have to create a VLAN. For example, here in a switch here. Okay, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 available, right? So you can see here static VLAN. If we go first VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40. So I can create a VLAN. First thing, I can create a VLAN. First step, creating a VLAN. VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, and VLAN 40 here. After that, I can assign the ports. This port FA061, I can assign to VLAN 10 here. FA02, I can assign to VLAN 10 here. FA03, I can assign to VLAN 20. FA04, I can assign to VLAN 20 here. FA05 to 10, I can assign to VLAN 30. FA11 to FA0/11 to FA024, I can assign to VLAN 40 here. So I can assign step by step, I can assign here. This is called as what? Static VLAN. First step, you can create a VLAN. That is first step here. Second step, you can assign ports to the VLAN. You can assign ports to the VLAN. That is second step. Creating a VLAN, first step. Assigning ports to the VLAN. That is second step here. So first step, creating a VLAN here. Then assigning the ports to the VLAN here. Static VLAN is also called as what? Port-based VLAN. Also called as port-based VLAN. Okay, because we are assigning ports to VLAN, right? It's also called as port-based VLAN here. So we are going to do the lab for static VLAN. Okay. So before that, we should understand about dynamic VLAN also. What is dynamic VLAN is all about here? Okay, what is dynamic VLAN? So in dynamic VLAN, okay, we have to connect a server. Okay, in any one of the port here, in any one of the port, we have to connect a server. Okay, so might be I can assume here the server is called, server has been connected here. Okay, the server is called as VMPS server. So that is nothing but VLAN membership. So VLAN membership policy server. Okay, this server is called a VMPS server, VLAN membership policy server. Okay, that server need to be connected in your switching network here. Okay, the server is this VMPS server, VLAN membership policy server. In the server, we have two informations. Okay, in the server, we have two informations available here in the server. Okay, first information nothing but MAC address. Okay, we have to assign the MAC address for the MAC address of the PC here in the server. Okay, two information. One is nothing but MAC address. Along with the VLAN ID. So MAC address along VLAN ID. This information has to be entered into the VMPS database. Okay, the VMPS server will have a database called VMPS database. The database, this information need to be updated. What is the information here? For example, here, okay, first PC having a MAC address of AA, second PC having a MAC address of BB. Okay, so this is the MAC address of BB here. Okay, third PC having a MAC address of CC. We are assuming here MAC address of CC. So fourth PC having a MAC address of DD. This is an example. Okay. So okay, what is the MAC address of each PC? I have to update here in the table. So AA, BB, CC, DD. This is the example we are taking. MAC address has been updated in the database table. Okay. Apart from that, which MAC address has to be associated with which VLAN? That also need to be updated. Okay, here we can say VLAN 10 here, VLAN 10, this is also VLAN 10. Okay, so 20 here. Okay, 20. So I have to update which MAC address belongs to which VLAN. Okay, this database has to be created with the system administrator or network administrator. He has to create this table here. Once the table has been created in the database of VMPS server, okay, first thing, if you connect, if you connect your PC to the switch port here, we are assuming here this PC has been not being connected to the switch here. Okay. So one by one PC you are going to connect. So one by one PC you are going to connect to the switch port here. For example, first port. So I want to connect. Okay, what will happen here? First PC, I just want to connect to the FA001 port here. If I connected, what will happen here? So switch will generate the switch port, the particular port will generate we generate a protocol. Okay, VQP, VLAN query protocol. VQP, VLAN query protocol. By using VLAN query protocol, the request has been forwarded. The request has been forwarded to the VMPS server. Okay, so it has been forwarded to VMPS server here. It goes to VMPS server. Okay, it check the VLAN ID for the particular MAC address. What is MAC address here? AA. It check the VLAN ID for the particular MAC address here. AA's MAC address. What is the VLAN ID for AA? 10. This VLAN ID has been assigned to the particular port here. Okay, the VLAN ID has been assigned to the particular port. Okay, so this VLAN ID has been forwarded to the particular PC here. So that means what? This PC has been associated with VLAN 10. Similarly, okay, if you forward request, from your second PC, the request has been forwarded from here. It reaches your VQP. It reaches your port here. When it reaches here, the port will generate VQP, VLAN query protocol. By using this one, it reaches your server here. So what is assigned here for BB? 10 is the VLAN has been assigned, right? So, 10 has been assigned for the particular PC here. Okay, from here, the 10 has been assigned for the particular PC here. So, this both the PC has been associated with VLAN 10. Okay, both the PC has been associated with VLAN 10. So, this is the way how it works here. Okay, now both are available there in the VLAN 10 here. Both PCs are available there in the VLAN 10. Similarly, okay, same function has been done for other PC also. This method is called as what? Dynamic VLAN. So dynamic VLAN is also called as, okay, we have different names available here. Okay, here, dynamic VLAN, network administrator must configure the VLAN database on VLAN membership policy server, right? So here after configuring VLAN membership policy server, the VLAN membership policy server will have a database called VLAN database. The VLAN database, he has to provide all the information. The MAC address along with the VLAN ID has to enter into the database. Once you enter, when you connect your PC, okay, when you connect your PC to the particular port here, switch will generate VQP, VLAN query protocol. The request has been forwarded to VMP server here. The server will check the database. What is available here? Based on the MAC address, whatever VLAN IDs are available there, that has been assigned to the particular port here. This process is called what? Dynamic VLAN. So this is also called as dynamic VLAN is also called as MAC based VLAN. Here we are saying port based VLAN, right? Port based VLAN, right? This is called as MAC based VLAN. Okay, dynamic VLAN is also called as MAC based VLAN. So what is the advantage? Okay, of VLAN here? Okay, VLAN. What is the advantage? Security, highly secure. So when I say highly secure here, like you are designing, okay, which port need to be getting grouped here, okay. So same VLAN they can communicate, right? So you can group in the form of what? Based on function, HOD separate function, principal separate function, chairman separate function. You can make a group. So the system present the one group, they can able to communicate, okay. So they cannot allow different system to communicate with your group here. Broadcast controlling the broadcast. How it control the broadcast here? Okay, completely single broadcast domain has been divided into multiple broadcasts. So when you forward any packet, the packet will be available only in the particular broadcast only. It won't be forwarded. So we are controlling the broadcast. Apart from that, cost effective, flexibility and scalability also. This is the advantage of VLAN. Next thing, VLAN range. So we discussed about VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 and VLAN 40, right? So then totally how many VLANs are available? When you go for VLAN here, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40, right? So how many VLANs are available here? So total number of VLANs, okay, we can starting from 0 to, okay, we can say starting from 0 VLANs are available, 4095 VLAN, 4095 VLANs are available. So then totally how many VLANs are there? If I say 0 to 4095 VLAN, totally we have 4096 VLANs are available. Total VLANs. Total number of VLANs. We can say total number of VLANs. Okay, total VLANs. 4095 VLANs are available. Okay, 4095 VLANs. In this case, so we cannot use 0 as well as 4095 VLAN. They are all reserved VLANs. 0 and 4095 VLANs are reserved. They are reserved for, okay, reserved VLAN. They cannot be used or seen also. They are reserved VLANs. Then we have VLAN 1 available here. VLAN 1 is also called as default VLAN or management VLAN or admin VLAN. Okay, or by default VLAN, management VLAN or admin VLAN, they can say that is VLAN 1. So VLAN 22101 is called as what? Normal VLAN. So normal means we can configure. So we configure 10 VLAN, we can configure 20 VLAN, right? So normal means we can create a VLAN, we can delete a VLAN, we can rename a VLAN also. We can do it. Starting range from 2 to 1001. Then 10002 to 1005. Okay, some of the VLANs are reserved. We cannot use it right now. Some of the VLANs like a token ring, FTDI net, FTDI, lot of VLANs available. We cannot use it. So, okay, apart from that, extended range of VLANs are available here. 1006 to 4094 VLAN or called extended VLAN. Okay, so this much of VLANs available. So total number of VLAN is equal to 4096 VLAN. starting from 0 to 4095. 0 and 4095 are reserved. VLAN 1 is called as management VLAN, admin VLAN, or we can say default VLAN. So we can use the VLAN from 2 to 1001 VLAN only we can use it. And also VLAN 2, VLAN 2 1002 to 1005. Some of the VLANs are reserved. They have been reserved for token ring. They have been reserved for FDDI. They are reserved VLANs. 1002, 1003, 1004, 105. The 4 VLANs are reserved VLANs. Then we can say 106 to 4094 or extended VLAN, extended range of VLAN. So how to check the VLAN information? By giving simple show VLAN command. If you give show VLAN command, it provides the default VLANs available here. You can say VLAN 1, 1002, 103, 104, 105. When I say VLAN 1 here, FA001 to FA024 VLAN. All the VLANs are available there in the all the ports. FA01 to FA024 ports, actually 24 ports. All the ports are available there in the VLAN 1 only. All the ports are available there in the VLAN 1. Remaining VLANs I can say F0. Here 102 has been reserved for FDDI, token ring, FDDI net here, TR net. These are reserved VLAN. We are not going to use it. So which VLAN we can use? One already default VLAN. Then which VLAN we can use? VLAN 2, VLAN 3, VLAN 4, VLAN 5, VLAN 6 up to 1001 VLAN we can use it. Remaining VLAN we cannot use it. Apart from that 106, all extended VLAN. That VLAN also we can use. So here I will log into the switch here. I can take a switch here, open a switch, go to CLI mode, CLI here, enter command, first command, enable command, show VLAN. When I give show VLAN command, I can see what are the VLANs available here. Show VLAN command, VLAN 1, 102, 103, 104, 105. 5 VLANs available here. Default VLAN. FDDI default, token ring, FDDI net here, TR net. FA001 up to FA024 ports. So this much of VLANs, FA024, this much of ports available there in the default VLAN. We can create a VLAN 2, 3, 4 up to 1002 VLAN we can create. Right now what we are going to do, we are going to create a VLAN. So which VLAN we are going to create? Same setup we are going to do. VLAN 10 we are going to create, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 and VLAN 40. This VLAN we are going to create here. What is the steps we have to follow here for creating a VLAN here? VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40. First step is that we have to create a VLAN. That is first step. Creating VLAN is the first step. So assigning ports to the VLAN. That is second step here. Creating a VLAN and assign ports to the VLAN. Create a VLAN and assign ports to the VLAN. First step you have to create a VLAN. Then we can assign the ports to the VLAN here. So how to create a VLAN here? This is the command. VLAN along the VLAN ID. Name. We can provide any name. A name is optional command. Name is an optional command, not mandatory. So VLAN 10 we can assign name. If you want to provide the name, yes, you can provide the name. If you don't want to provide the name here, so not required at all. It's not compulsory. It's it's an option only. So right now we are going to create. We are going to create a VLAN. What is the VLAN we are going to create? VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, and VLAN 40. VLAN first thing, VLAN 10 name student, VLAN 20 name HOD, VLAN 30 name chairman, VLAN 40 name principal. 4 VLAN we are going to create. So second step is nothing but we are going to assign ports to the VLAN. That is second step. How to assign the ports to the VLAN? Go to the particular interface here. FA001 switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN ID. These steps we have to follow. So we'll discuss about why we are naming it as access port later on. First thing we will configure. First thing we will configure the setup actually. We are going to create a VLAN. How to create a VLAN? Enter into global configuration mode. We have to type VLAN along with the VLAN ID. name, along with the name we have to provide. VLAN, VLAN ID, name student. VLAN 20, name HOD. VLAN 30, okay, name principal. VLAN 40, name chairman. So the same thing we are going to do here in a switch. First step, go to the configuration mode here. Okay, VLAN. First step, VLAN 10, name student here, student. VLAN 20, VLAN 20, name HOD. Okay, VLAN 30, name chairman here or principal there. VLAN 40, name chairman. So 4 VLANs are created here. VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, VLAN 40. 4 VLANs created here. Already we have one VLAN available, right? Now I want to apply the same command here. Show VLAN command. I can give exit command. Here I can give exit. Again I can give exit here. Now I can give show VLAN command. Show VLAN. When I give show VLAN command, I can see VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30 and VLAN 40 available along with the name. Okay, student, HOD, principal and chairman. But still the ports are available there in the VLAN 1 only. Ports are available VLAN 1. VLAN 1 only. Now I want to move first port and second port to VLAN 10 here. Third port and fourth port to VLAN 20. Fifth to 10th port I want to move to VLAN 30 here. 11th to 24th port I want to VLAN, move it to chairman VLAN here, 40 VLAN. So how to do this one? Okay, I show you the command right already. What is the command here? Interface command. Interface FA0/1. Interface FA0/1 here. Switch port mode access. Okay, switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN along with the VLAN ID. Interface FA0/1. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN along with the VLAN ID. This is the command I have to apply. FA0/1 switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN ID along with the this can be apply. Okay, so similarly one by one VLAN I want to assign here. So here first port and second port I have to assign to VLAN 10, right? First port and second port I want to assign to VLAN 10. First port and second port I want to assign to VLAN 10. Third port and fourth port I want to assign to VLAN 20 here. So this same setup I want to do first port and second port. First port and second port I want to assign to VLAN 10 here. Third port and fourth port I want to assign to VLAN 20. Okay. So what is the command here? We have to do it. The command. Okay. The command is nothing but okay, interface FA0/1 here. Okay. So you can see the command here. What the command we are going to do it? Interface FA0/1. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10. Interface FA02. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10 here. Interface FA03. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Interface FA04. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20 here. First two ports are VLAN 10. 3 and 4 are VLAN 20 here. So same thing will config here. Next switch. First thing, go to the configuration mode. Interface FA0/1. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 10 here. Finish. Exit. Interface FA02. Okay. Switch port mode access command. Switch port access VLAN 20 here. 10 here. Both are 10. 1 and 2 are 10. Interface FA0/3. Switch port mode access. Switch port. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20 here. Interface FA04 here. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, now I want to exit. I want to give okay show VLAN command once again. I want to verify by giving show VLAN command. You can see first 1 and 2 port assigned to the VLAN 10 here. 3 and 4 has been assigned in VLAN 20 here. 1 and 2 has been assigned VLAN 10 here. 3 and 4 has been assigned in VLAN 20. Okay, has been VLAN 20 here. So okay, now fifth port to 10th port I want to assign to VLAN 10. So we can type by giving one by one command also, or we are having range command. Okay, we are having range command also available. Range command we are going to set here. Well, how to apply range command here? We'll see here. Range command. Interface range. FA 0/5 space hyphen space 10 here. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 30. Similar here, interface range FA 0/11 space hyphen space 24, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 40. So this is the way we can create a VLAN for other ports also. Okay, go to switch here. So config T, interface range, okay, FA 0/5 space hyphen space 10. Then switch port mode access. Then switch port access VLAN 30. Finished. Similarly, interface range FA 0/11 space hyphen space 24. Switch port mode access command. Switch port access VLAN 40. Finish. Configuration over. Exit command, exit, and show VLAN command. Show VLAN command, we can see here properly configured. Okay, no ports are available there in the default VLAN right now because we moved all the ports to the VLAN here. FA 0/1 and 0/2 has been assigned with VLAN 10. FA 0/3 and 4 has been assigned with VLAN 20 here. FA 0/5 to 10 port has been assigned with VLAN 30. FA 11 to FA 24 has been assigned with VLAN 40 here. Finish. Configuration over. What is the next step we have to do? Okay, all the configuration completed, right? What is the next step? We have to verify whether same VLAN communicating, different VLAN cannot communicate. That verification I have to do. How to do same VLAN communicating, different VLAN cannot communicate? I can connect two PC. Two PC is enough. If you want other more PC also you can connect here. Okay, if you want you can connect more PC, or you can connect with the two PC also, or four PC also you can connect. Might be right now I am connecting 4 PC here. Okay, so I can connect a 4 PC. Now I want to assign the IP address for the PC. Okay, how to assign here? This port I can connect here, this port I can connect, this PC also connect here, this PC also can connect here. So I can set here. Okay, 10.0.0.10 I can assign here, 10.0.10. Here second PC I can configure with 10.0.0.20. Similarly, third PC I can configure with 10.0.30 here. Fourth PC has been configured with 10.0.40. So now I want to verify. How to verify here? If we want to verify, I try to ping. Okay, try to ping from my 10.0.0.10 to 10.0.0.20. If I ping from 10.0.10 to 10.0.20, I can able to communicate. 10.0.0.30 to 10.0.40, I can able to communicate. Both are possible. Both are communicating. But when I try to communicate, from where to where? Okay, from 10.0.0.10 to 10.0.0.30, what will happen? I cannot able to communicate because or the different VLAN. We'll try this also. Okay, we can go to the switch here. We can connect 4 PC. First PC, second PC here, third PC and fourth PC. Connect with the cable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ports are connected here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Open a PC here. Go to desktop, IP config. You can assign the IP address 10.0.0.10 here. 10. 10.0.0.20. Ten dot 0.0.30. So 10.0.40. So okay, from this we understood that these two are in the VLAN 10. These two are in the VLAN 20. Okay, these two are in the VLAN 10 and these two are in the VLAN 20 here. Okay. So these two are in the VLAN 10. These two are in the VLAN 20. So if I try to communicate from here, I can say this is nothing but 10.0.10 here, right? This is nothing but 10.0.10 here. I configure. So here I configure with 10.0.20, 10.0.30 here, 10.0.40. So I can able to communicate here 10.0.10 to 10.0.20 I can communicate. 10.0.30 to 10.0.40 I can communicate here. Okay, but 10.0.10 to 10.0.30 or 40 cannot communicate. We'll try to test it here. Open a PC here. Go to ping command. Ping 10.0.20. From 10.0.10 to 10.0.20 here, I can able to communicate. Yeah, communicating here. Similarly, 10.30 to 10.0.40. I want to check it here. Open a PC. I can able to communicate. 10.0.0.40 here. I can able to communicate. Now I want to communicate from 10.0.10 to 10.0.30. I cannot communicate, right? 10.30 ping 10.0.0.30 here. I cannot communicate. Why? Because they are in the different VLAN. They cannot able to communicate. Okay. So you can see here request time mode, request time mode, request time mode. I cannot able to communicate at all. It's a different VLAN. Same VLAN they can communicate, different VLAN cannot communicate with each other. Okay. So here this is the thing we discussed. So I try to test with this scenario here. Connecting a PC. Okay, if you want to connect with the two PC also you can connect. If you want to connect more PC also you can test it. Suppose for example, like I want to connect multiple PC, different ports also. Yes, you can connect. How to connect here? Yeah, you can see here. I want to take two PC here. Okay, next VLAN. Which VLAN? VLAN 30. So which port number? 5, right? Port number 5. Now it's connected 5 here. So if here, this is nothing but what? It's connected to port number 6 here. If you want to change the port number also, yes, you can change it. How to change this port number? You can see here, I'm changing the port number here. Okay, I am changing here. The button, the color, okay, the button is available, right? The red color. Okay, just amber color, you can say. Open, click this button here. Again, you can click on the switch. It will ask you which port need to be connected. If you want to connect to 9th port, yes, you can connect. Okay, now you can see one port is 5, one port is 10 here. If you want to take two more switches here, two more PC, yes, you can take here. Same as this also, you can connect two PC here. From here, FA0/1. Okay, it's connected, right? But we can change it actually. If you want to connect, yes, you can connect here. We can change it. So I want to connect from 15 port. Okay, 11 to 24, right? 11 port I can connect. Second, I can say another PC. 24. Yes, I can connect. I can connect and test also. So if I can test it here, these two devices will communicate with each other. Okay, which one? These two will communicate and these two will communicate. because they are in the same VLAN. Other device they cannot able to communicate with each other. This context is called as what? VLAN here. Okay. So a same VLAN only communicate, different VLAN cannot communicate with each other. If you want to remove the VLAN, this is the command for removing the VLAN. If you want to remove the switch port, this is the command for switch port. Okay, just give no in front of it. Okay, so VLAN, we understood that VLAN is nothing but grouping of ports based on function or location. Grouping of ports based on function or location. The system from the one VLAN can communicate only with the system from the same VLAN. System from the one VLAN cannot communicate with the system from the different VLAN. The ports with similar VLAN they can communicate. The ports with the different VLAN they cannot communicate with each other. Okay, so advantage we can say, so provide layer 1 and layer 2 security, and also divide the single broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domain. There are two types of VLAN available, static VLAN and dynamic VLAN. In static VLAN, we can create a VLAN, we can assign a port to the VLAN. Okay, this is also called as port based VLAN. But dynamic VLAN, we have to connect a VMPS server. In the VMPS server, we have to create a database. Okay, the tables we have to create. The table, two information has to be there. One is the given MAC address along with the VLAN ID. When you connect your PC to the switch port here, switch port will generate a VQP protocol, VLAN query protocol. The request has been forwarded to the database here, which is available there in the VMPS server. VMPS server verify what is the VLAN and what is the VLAN MAC address. Based on the MAC address, okay, the VLAN has been assigned for the particular PC. Okay, this is called as what? MAC based VLAN. So upon advantage we can say, we provide security, broadcast has been controlled here, cost effective, okay, flexible and scalability here. So we can say 4096 VLANs are available, okay, out of which, okay, we can use VLAN 2, VLAN 3 up to 1001 VLAN we can use. Apart from that, we have extended VLANs also available, 106 to 4094 VLAN we can able to use. Okay. So 22101 is called a normal VLAN, 106 to 4094 is called as extended VLAN. How to check the VLAN here? By default, when you use show VLAN command, we can able to see the information here. Okay, show VLAN command, we can able to view the information. So now we are going to create a VLAN by giving a command VLAN along with the VLAN ID. Name is optional command. Similarly, how to assign the ports to VLAN? Go to the interface, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN along with the VLAN ID we have to apply. Okay, we configure here, step by step we configure, and finally we want to verify the output actually by giving ping command. So if ping successful, if they are in same VLAN, they can communicate. If they are in a different VLAN, they cannot communicate. That's what the concept here. If they are in the same VLAN, they can communicate. If they are in the same VLAN, they can communicate. If they are in the different VLAN, they cannot communicate with each other. Okay, thank you.